Hi friend, I'm Iya from the Philippines.
And I'm Zell from Finland. Welcome to Hi Friend Podcast.
We're two friends from different countries sharing our own hot takes and opinion on Reddit stories. So grab a coffee, tea, and whatever keeps you sane, and let's dive in.
Let's go. Okay, so first story is coming from r/ako ba yung gago 5 months ago. Title, ako ba yung gago kung hindi na ako mag-share sa groceries sa bahay? Long post
Finances.
ahead.
Okay.
Long post pero hindi naman masyado. Charing. Hi, for context, I am 21, female, and kakagraduate ko lang last June. So, I'm working from home 12 hours a day, kaya as in working while eating talaga. And wala halos time, even maligo. Grabe naman, 12 hours a day.
Relate.
So,
Relate ako dyan.
so, every weekend, I always treat my mom and brother. Bili ng food sa restaurants, halos 1.5 a week, plus 3 to 4K groceries every week. Ang laki ng groceries nila, no? Well, ano, mind you,
Mababa na yun.
mababa yun para sa 3 tao.
Sa dalawa nga lang kami, maabot
talaga?
ako ng 3K eh. Weekly yun
May sabagay, mahal na rin bilhin yan eh. Sabi niya, mind you, 3 kami sa bahay. So, I noticed na hindi na-fill in yung ref namin unless ako ang bibili. Another context, I always talk with my papa who is an OFW about our finances. He sends a minimum of 40K a month sa mama ko for groceries and bills just for the 3 of us. In fact, gusto niya ako humawak ng money but I insisted na si mama na because ayaw ko namang sapawan ang role niya sa bahay since she don't work na. So, imagine 40K a month plus 15K groceries a month from me plus 60K budget for eating out from me. Hindi naman na siguro kami magugutom neto, LOL. Oh,
Laki na
and
nun.
oo, diba? Oh, and I give my mom din pala 5K to 7K a month just for her. So, a reason bakit I am thinking of cutting up groceries from me is petty yung reason I think. I always get hungry while working kasi walang cooked meals. I always have to tell my mom na I am hungry na. She's the one responsible for cooking kasi nga literal na gising, work, tulog ako. Parang I feel so unsupported kasi pagkain na lang wala pa. Considering na bumibili na nga ako ng groceries. Another thing is, I was about to get a cereal and napansin ko na last drop of milk na and lalabas si mama to buy food daw. E di I asked her to buy a box of milk na tig 100 lang. And sinisingil pa ako. Like, the fuck? I feel like I'm helping too much na giving out almost 30K a month for the 3 of us sa bahay but I feel so unsupported and unappreciated. Ako ba yung gago kung hindi na ako mag-share sa groceries and I'll let my mom budget my dad's 40K allocated allowance for us? Note, my dad doesn't tell me to share. Nagkukusa lang talaga ako.
I agree
Saan
with her.
napupunta yung pera? Yung question ko saan
Oo.
napupunta yung pera?
I agree with her.
Diba?
40K na yun a month. Kaya nasagutin lahat ng groceries and bills. Tapos dadagdagan mo pa ng 15K a month for groceries. Sobra-sobra na yun.
Oo, tapos nag-eat out pa sila, diba? Every week. And
Oo.
sabi,
Tapos bibigyan mo pa ng extra 5 to 7K a month. Sa mom.
diba yung nanay mo?
Oo.
Diba?
Kung nanay ko yun, travel na yun. Kasi yun, yung ginagawa niya, iniipon niya yung pera niya na sarili. Or nagtatabi siya ng pera. Para pagka may time na, nabibili sila ng ticket going to Bohol, may budget siya. Nakatabi lang yun.
Oo. Nice.
So, kung yung eto, kung hindi niya nararamdaman, that money is somewhere.
And where? Where is it going, diba?
Oo. Baka nakatabi lang. Or, also, tama naman, ginagastosan mo na eh. Bakit? Walang pagkain. Kung ako yun, mag-iinit ulo ko.
Ako din. Kasi given na yung money, parang sobra-sobra na nga, yung gagawin mo na lang talaga is to prepare yung meal. Unless siguro araw-araw bumibili ng pagkain yung nanay mo. Hindi na nagluluto, bibili na lang. Diba?
Na-appreciate kita na yung nanay ko. Kasi yun, kahit na masama yung loob yun, magluluto pa rin yun, umaga tsaka gabi. At least,
Si mama din.
talagang, may schedule talaga yung ano niya, yung prepare ng pagkain. Kahit maliit na bagay lang, basta meron. Para at least kung gising man kami ni Kuya, anytime na nagigising kami, merong pagkain sa lamesa.
Yeah.
Itong nanay na to, tiba-tiba ka na nga eh. Kaman lang
Diba?
magluto.
Baka napupunta sa luho. Charing.
Oo.
Or bisyo.
Baka.
Diba? Let's see the comments here. Di ka gago and bless your generous heart. Yung mom mo may problema sa pagbabudget. Sana pupunta ang padala ng father. Exactly my question. Sabi ni OP, thank you po for this. Honestly, I don't know po. Whenever I ask about it, nauuwi sa away and ang laging sinasabi ng mom ko lang is napupunta sa brother ko, G11 student. I don't want to ask na since nakakaubos ng energy yung away, but at the same time, I don't want it naman na umabot sa point na magde-depend sila sa support ko. And then, sabi nung isang other commenter, ayan, looks like nasa spoiled brother mo. My suggestion, if kaya ng finances mo, try mo nang bumukod. Yes, there will be challenges pagdating sa housekeeping, but it will solve your problem with budgeting. Mukhang di pa patalo mom mo regarding budgeting, and she's starting to see your contribution as an additional source of budget for her household.
Correct. If she can't move outside, try to reduce the amount you're giving on a monthly basis. That's too
True.
much eh. 20k, bigay mo lang every month. Approximately plus minus. Ang laki nung 20k.
Totoo, tas 3 lang sila. Tas iba pa yung, pag lumalabas sila, diba siya nagbabayad? Sabi niya, every weekend ba yun, sabi niya. So, minus yun. Kasi kumain na sila sa labas eh, diba?
Oo. She's too generous. It looks like.
Totoo yan.
Magtira din siya ng para sa sarili niya. Or at least
Correct.
control the amount that you're giving. Kasi kung hindi mo naman nararamdaman, gastusan mo na yung sarili mo. Kung walang nagluluto, edi magtabi ka ng ready-to-cook meal for yourself.
Yeah, kung ako sa kanya, kung nahihirapan siya, maglaan siya ng kahit 1 oras or, para mag-meal prep, di ba?
Tsaka yung 12 hours a day, sabihin natin, oo, nakakapagod talaga yun. Pero if you are, kaya mo i-manage yung 12 hours a day na may at least 30 or 1 hour for cooking time. Maybe
Kaya
at least 30 minutes per meal. Ganun. Pero it's not also healthy to work 12 hours a day, syempre.
Yes.
Binawasan ko na nga yung ganun ko to 10 hours.
Diba?
But
Hirap
still,
yun.
10 hours is a lot.
Kahit pa work from home ka. Tawa ko dun sa mga commenter eh. Ang haba ng comment. Talagang breakdown yung expenses.
Kailangan
Anyway.
ni ate ng budgeting. Revamp on budgeting is what she needs.
Kung ako sa kanya, kausapin ko talaga yung nanay ko, bahala na mag-away. Alam mo yun, parang malalaman mo talaga kung saan napupunta. Kasi, di ba, like,
If you
anong expenses ng brother niya na kailangan doon napupunta? Di ba? Yun yung question ko eh.
Ang ano naman, kung sa school yan, ano lang naman yun, ang pinakamalaking gastos lang naman dun, usually is every tuition month eh. And then baon. Pero it's not gonna be as,
Kaya nga
it's not gonna be as
nakakapagtaka.
high.
So yun, let's see other comments. Info. Ano bang binibili sa grocery at bakit parang kulang ang nabibili versus sa inaabot mong pera? Sabi ni OP, for the 3 to 4K groceries weekly, ako na po mismo yung bumibili. Kaya ang naging problem is kapag wala akong binili, wala ring laman. Ay, yung ref. Supposedly is additional lang yung sa akin since we have an actual 40K allowance from my dad for groceries and bills na mom ko yung may hawak. And then sabi ni commenter, yes, kaya natanong ko, ano ba binibili nyo? Sa 2 tao nang gagaling ang pambili ng grocery from you and portions sa bigay ng dad mo. Sabihin na natin tig 3K kayo, so 6K a week. Ano-ano ang laman ng grocery bag worth 6K? Depende din yan sa saan kayo namimili. Palengke ba o grocery? Grocery, SM Bayan, Robinsons, Landmark, Marketplace. Kanya-kanyang price range din sila. What I'm saying is, until such time you and your mom knows where all your money goes sa loob ng household, doon ka magplano or magbibigay ka ba o hindi. To me, di ka gago if you want to cut off sharing money for grocery. Pero mo yan. Pero since iisang household kayo and you still want to help on some level, you need to know where the money goes.
Correct. Sabihin natin yung 40K na yun a month. 3K weekly goes to palengke. wala pang kasamang grocery doon. So, for that, sabihin natin 10K weekly. Yung 7K doon, malaki pa yun to cover bills. Meralco, tubig,
Oo, malaki pa rin.
telepono.
Kahit sabihin mo
Malaki
na
pa rin yun. Kung mag-alat siya ng grocery, sabihin natin at least 2 to 3K weekly then. Kaya pa rin eh.
Kaya pa rin siya i-manage kahit na sabihin mo, let's say 2.5 sa internet kasi lahat ng bills daw, di ba? Tapos, tubig. I don't know how much yung tubig nila. Say, more or less 10K total. Ewan ko kung may iba pa silang expenses other than that, subscriptions, whatever. So, still, meron ka pang 20 plus.
Talagang pang-abundance lang na lang talaga yung 3 to 4K na inaambag niya for grocery. And kung laging walang laman yung grocery, nag-grocery ba? Ang tanong, nag-grocery ba yung nanay niya? Kasi parang hindi kung walang laman, di ba?
Oo, baka bili lang ng bili. Kung may pagkain. Kailangan ng pagkain, bibili. Ganun siguro.
Baka oo, kung kailan lang gusto.
Oo, order,
Siyempre,
ganyan.
mahal yun, di ba? Kasi kung
Yun.
bibili ka sa
Gusto
convenience store, mas malaking price nun kumpara sa bibili ka ng bultuhan sa sa grocery or sa palengke.
True. Yung isang comment na napakontemplate sa sarili niya. Sabi, di ka gago. Grabe kung ako nga 2K lang binibigay weekly pero palagi akong busog. Work tulog lang din ako. Hindi nga ako tumutulong maglinis ng bahay. Work from home din ako. Minsan na ako nakonsensya ako kasi wala akong ambag sa ilaw at tubig, pati internet, pati renta sa kanila. Hahaha. Pero okay lang kay Mudra. At nasanay ko na rin na pag nag-solo ako, hindi ako magbibigay sa kanila. Masama ba akong anak sa
Ay, sasabi ko last time. Huwag mong sanayin. Halimbawa ganyan, sinasanay niya na malaki yung binibigay niya monthly. Siyempre, yung every month, yun yung expected sa kanya na gano'n nakalaki yung bibigay niya palagi.
Totoo.
Diba?
True. Sa amin nga parang sa kanilang tatlo, ewan ko kung ngayon sa kapatid ko kung magkano budget niya per month para sa mga pagkain. Kasi dati nagbabudget kami parang 8K ata, pero iba pa yung doon yung bigas at saka yung sa gas, yung sa stove. Iba pa yun, hiwalay pa yun.
For the month na yun.
Oo.
Yung 8K.
As in talaga merely food lang talaga siya minus the bigas.
That's understandable. Kasi kami kung pagka nag-grocery kami nila kuya, sabihin natin just for Christmas, mababa na yung 8K just for Christmas and New Year celebration.
Diba? Lalo na ngayon, mahal na rin kasi yung mga bilihin. So, yun. Ito pa, sabi. Di ka gago, pero kung di ka mag-share sa groceries, anong ambag mo sa household nyo? Para sa akin, di counted yung 67K na nilibre mo weekly sa kanila. Gusto mo yan na ilibre sila, maybe for flexing na kaya mo silang i-treat or talagang gusto mo silang kumain sa masarap. Pero di yan nakakatulong sa gastos sa bahay. So no way. Yung allowance sa mom mo also not counted for me kasi pangluho ng mom mo yan based sa mga context na sinabi mo. Now, since nag-work from home ka, ito yung assumptions ko na additional expenses sa bahay. Dahil doon, number 1, electricity. Gawin mo ng 10 hours a day kasi baka nag-PC ka naman before nung student ka pa. Plus aircon, e-fan, etc. for those 10 to 12 hours na nag-work ka. Number 2, food. Nung student ka, unless nagbabaon ka, for sure di ka naman 3 times a day kumakain sa bahay nyo. So, ito, mga reasons nakikita ko, bakit ngayon hindi na kasya yung 40K galing sa dad mo. And honestly, kulang naman yan talaga sa taas ng bilihin ngayon. Saka sa grocery mo ba weekly? Food lang ba yan? Meaning chips, cereal, bread, etc. Or may kasamang meat, rice, toiletries, or bukod pa yung pamamalengke ng mama mo. Kung masakit sa loob mo yung inaambag mo, move out. Huwag kang maging freeloader kahit pa di ka nire-require ng papa mo. Kung makita ka ng pera, adult ka na, so dapat may share ka talaga. Also, nag-usap ba kayo ng mama mo bago ka mag-decide mag-work from home na siya magiging tagaluto? O basta na lang nag-work from home ka tapos dahil ikaw nag-grocery, ina-expect mo paglulutuan ka? My point.
I don't think you have to ask that.
Well, let's see.
You
Kasi,
have to. Kasi kami, like, since childhood, matik si mama. Laging, hindi mo na kailangan sabihin. Nagluluto talaga siya eh.
Well, depende sa household kasi. Kasi pareho kayong student before na kapatid mo. So, kung mama mo lang naiiwan sa bahay noong habang nag-aaral kayo, pareho, then mukhang sanay siya na walang food during the day kasi mag-isa naman siya. So, dapat bago ka tumanggap ng work from home job, pinag-usapan nyo yan na ipagluto ka niya. At mukhang yung allowance na binibigay mo, bayad mo na lang sa effort niya sa pagsisilbi sa'yo. Dami kong sinabi. Sorry, OP. Malaki ang hugot ko sa mga walang ambag sa gastusin sa bahay. Pero kung food lang ang issue. Sorry, friend. Di pa tapos.
Sorry. Di ba wala tapos?
Usapin mo mama mo. Wag basta i-cut off yung grocery kasi pag-aawayin nyo pa yan, imbes na pag-usapan nyo ng maayos expectation nyo sa isa't isa. Gets kita kasi work from home din ako, pero yung mga ganyan na ambag sa bahay, pinag-usapan namin ng mom ko para align kami at di magkasamaan ng loob. Para sa akin kasi pera lang yan. Kikitain ko yan at ayoko maging dahilan yan ng pag-aaway namin ng mama ko. Lalo at para sa kanila naman, ba't ako nagpapakahirap magtrabaho ng 12 hours a day?
I don't totally agree with everything that commenter said, no?
Oo.
Because the fact na nasa loob kayo ng household, alam mo nagtatrabaho yung isa mong anak. Alam mo na yung isa mong anak is nag-i-eskwela. Yung asawa mo nagtatrabaho abroad. Ano pang role mo as a nanay kung kailangan i-ask pa kita para magluto ka ng pagkain? At least man lang na alam mo, kailangan mo pakainin yung mga anak mo. Do I really have to ask for that? Diba? Ang point ka lang is, di na dapat yun ina-ask. Mga anak mo yan eh. Buti nga yung isa nagtatrabaho. At least man lang, make sure na lagi may pagkain sa lamesa.
Well, hindi rin
That's
naman
your role.
kasi...
As a nanay.
Oo, pero hindi naman lahat ng nanay ganyan yung thinking. So, yun yung sinasabi ko na depende sa dynamic nila sa family kung ano ba yung... ano ba talaga yung setup nila.
O
Kaya,
yung ganun. Pero there's something wrong with that, with that thought.
yeah, pero
kasi-
if it's not working, dapat talaga nilang pag-usapan. Kasi hindi mo
Oo.
pwedeng expect na dapat matik hindi nga nangyayari. So, kailangan nilang mag-usap.
Kasi nga, diba kung nanay siya, automatic yung as a nanay. Kung ako nanay ako, so naman may sustento naman na may dumadating na pera. At least, I make sure na may pagkain. Yung at least man lang, syempre, nanay ako. Kung meron naman ako natatanggap na pera, and alam kong merong akong anak na, halimbawa na lang, sabihin natin, na nagtatrabaho, at least I make sure na susustain ko na may pagkain. Nasasakupan ko as a nanay, diba? Kung wala naman akong trabaho, ano pang gagawin ko? Ano pang role ko sa loob ng isang bahay?
Totoo.
Diba?
Siguro nanggagaling lang din ako sa kasi sa side namin may mga times na dahil nga nung bata pa si mama, ganoon siya. As in, matik yun. Tapos, ngayon na tumatanda na siya, parang nagkaroon na siya ng na parang gusto niya magpahinga. Kasi talagang kayod nung bata pa kami, talagang hindi mo na kailangang sabihan. So, dumating din siya sa point na parang ngayon, gusto niya na maglaylo ba sa mga ganong responsibility, kagaya magluluto every single day. Although nagluluto pa rin naman siya every single day, pero she does ask na minsan pag weekend, pahinga siya. So, hindi ko alam kung yung nanay nito ni OP is nasa ganong state of mind na gusto niya na magpahinga siya. Pero, yun nga, parang in this scenario, kailangan talaga nilang mag-uusap. Kasi hindi nag-work yung expectation na meron siya na dapat may food, hindi naisip ng nanay niya yun. At saka isa pa, hindi ko alam saan napupunta yung pera. So, there's another problem dun.
Yung 40K na budget na yun, I think that amount is just enough for the basics.
Oo, kasi itong may point
Basics
siya
lang yun,
when it comes to electricity. Kasi kung 12 hours a day ka, tapos PC gamit mo, malaking yun sa electricity. Baka umabot ng 10K yung electricity nila pag ganun.
PC? 10K?
O sabihin natin
I'm not
naka-AC ka
I'm
pa.
not sure. Kasi naka-laptop eh.
Kapatid ko kasi naka-PC. So, minsan, pag nandun ako, tas nag-AC kami, let's say, hindi pa inverter yung AC nyo, makapalo kami ng 8K per month. Yung kapatid ko, halos every single time naka-PC yun. Nasa harap ng computer.
So like, everyday din yung AC niyo.
Ako naman, ang
Ah,
nag-AC everyday.
Papalo talaga ng gano'ng kalaki yun. Kasi kami weekend na kami mag-AC eh. Madalas Or if it's super hot talaga.
Yeah.
Kasi malamig naman dito eh. So, bubukas na kami ng aircon either pag weekend, pag nandyan yung mga yung buong family. Pero, on a weekday, kung kailan lang super init, doon lang kami magbubukas. So,
Ayun.
mga, hindi umabot ng 8K yung ano namin. Siguro mga 6K ganyan.
Kasi yun,
Kuryente namin.
considering yung sa kanya lang yun sa kapatid pa niya, yung konsumo ng kapatid niya sa electricity.
Grade 11 pa lang daw eh.
11. Grade 11 nga pala. Anyways, ewan ko kung may sarili din siyang PC setup or whatever. So yun.
Oh.
Usap sila. Yun lang. Pag-usapan.
Well, doon naman, dapat naman talaga mag-usap sila. Pero I'm just thinking, baka tulad yun ng nanay ko na, syempre, yung nanay ko pareho niyan, tanggap lang tanggap ng budget eh. Baka she's the type na hindi mo usually nakakausap sa mga ganyang bagay or either mahina yung pandinig. So, hindi natin alam kung anong situation ni mother niya.
Ayun. Sabi niya, di ba, na-try niya daw, tapos nauuwi lang sa away. Pero
Kung nauuwi sa away, hayaan mo na si mother niya mag-budget nung galing sa tatay niya. And you need to budget yourself. Yun yung kaya mong i-controlin eh. Kung ano yung binibigay mo, kung ano yung budget mo.
Totoo.
Doon ka sa controllables mo.
Yes. Kung wala talaga, hindi sa matinong usapan.
On the other hand, ang ibigay mo, kung ano na yung bukal sa loob mo. Para hindi ka nagrarant, di ba?
Correct. Para hindi ka sumusulat dito. Tayo. Joke lang. So, yun. That's the first story.
Okay.
So, yun. Let's go.
Alright.
Second story is also coming from r/ako ba yung gago 7 days ago. Title, ako ba yung gago kung nireject ko yung surprise pet na gift ng friend ko even if it cost them a lot of money? So, my birthday was last week and my friends threw me a small party. Party. Ba yan? Nawawalan na ako ng boses. It was supposed to be fun until my best friend / let's call her M surprised me with a puppy. Context. I had a golden retriever who passed away late last year. He was my literal soulmate and sobrang hirap ako nung nawala siya. I spent thousands on his vet bills and stayed up for weeks caring for him. Until now, I still cry pag nakikita ko yung leash niya. My friends know this. M gifted me a French bulldog puppy. She knows I love dogs. And she said she bought it para mapalitan yung lungkot ko and para maka-move on na ako. But the moment I saw the puppy, I didn't feel happy. I felt an instant panic attack. I'm not emotionally or mentally ready to bond with a new pet, to be honest. I'm still traumatized by the grief of losing my old dog. Because right now, I'm focusing on my career and I don't have the emotional bandwidth to raise a puppy again. So I told M, thank you but I can't accept this, girl. I'm not ready yet. Yung buong party naging awkward. M started crying kasi ang mahal daw ng bili niya and that she bought it with me in her mind daw that she can't return it sa breeder anymore. My other friends are calling me ungrateful and too dramatic kasi gift na nga lang daw tinanggihan ko pa. They said I should have just accepted it and tried to love it. Now, our friend group is divided. M is cold to me and some of them are saying na di man lang na-appreciate yung thought. So, ako ba yung gago? Should I have just accepted the dog and suck it up para hindi mapahiya yung friend ko? Or was I right to set a boundary kahit expensive gift pa yan? Well, ito yung reason ko kung bakit. Sinasabi ko agad sa mga friends ko kung ano yung prefer kong gift. Kasi nga ayoko dumating sa mga ganitong point na bibigyan ako ng gift tapos hindi ko pala gusto.
As a gift giver, magtatampo ka talaga eh. Lalo na pag ginastosan mo. Tapos
Totoo.
i-reject mo lang. Pero kahit ano pang price ng ibibigay mo, if it got rejected, masakit sa loob yun.
Totoo. Kaya yun yung reason ko, tinatanong ko muna.
So, ang ano ko dyan, yung ate ko, sister-in-law ko, kahit na ano yung binibigay sa kanya, whether it's something na meron na siya, o wala pa, tanggap lang siya ng tanggap. Kasi parang naisip mo rin eh, kung tanggapin mo yun, although hindi mo man siya magamit, may iba kang pwedeng pagbigyan. Hindi ka nakakasakit ng damdamin nung nagbibigay sa'yo. Kasi kahit ano pa yan, tatanggapin. Hindi masakit sa loob.
This is a dog.
I get the part na hindi pa siya emotionally ready to take another pet. Pero siguro inisip ko kasi kung ako man yung makakatanggap nun at hindi pa ako emotionally ready, I would at least accept it. Pero I probably would either sell it or have somebody to
adopt.
have the dog adopted instead.
Mm-mm.
Kasi ang thought nung friend niya, ginastosan niya pa ng malaki. Re-reject mo pa. Di ba? Napakasakit mo.
Would it be better to do that and then for them to find out na pinamigay mo or binenta mo sa iba?
Of course, sasabihin mo dapat. I mean, tatanggapin mo just so hindi sila mamayin loob nila. Pero I have to be honest to say na hindi pa ako, kung ako yun, hindi pa ako ready mag-alaga ng bagong pet or magkaroon ng bagong relationship with pet. So, I would be upfront in saying na baka ipa-adopt ko na lang yung aso na to.
I think pag ganyan din, magagalit din sila or magtatampo rin sila. So, I
Kahit
don't know.
i-emphasize yung part na hindi pa siya ready.
Oh, kasi the part na hindi ka nga ready, tapos papamigay mo. So, parang, nagbigay ako sa'yo ng puppy, tapos pinabigay mo lang din. Parang ganon, alam mo yun? So,
Yun, sana ginage muna nung friend niya kung
yun nga.
ready na ba siyang
Sana nagtanong
tumanggap ng
muna,
bagong pet,
diba?
diba?
Oo. Kasi
Alam
hindi naman yan bagay na para
Para
okay lang
palitan
yan.
lang.
Na, oo, diba? Kung hindi niya tinanggap, mababalik mo pa.
Hindi
Sabi
naman
dito,
yung
hindi na
parang
pwedeng ibalik.
t-shirt lang or something.
Correct.
Sa bagay. May emotional attachment kasi yun.
Oo, tsaka responsibility siya. It's also a big responsibility. Para kung may anak. So,
Parang di mo rin siya masisisi kung ano eh. Kung
Sana nagtanong
i-decline
muna
niya.
sila.
Sana nagtanong
Diba?
muna yung gift giver.
oo. Sa atin kasi hindi talaga common yung nagtatanong eh. Kaya ako talagang upfront sinasabi ko na huwag kayong magbibigay ng kung anong bagay. Pagkain, okay pa. Bagay, wag na. Basta pagkain, mga consumable ba? Kasi nga ayoko yung kagaya niyan, may magbibigay ng bag, tapos hindi ko naman trip. Anong gagawin ko dun?
And ito is parang anak na to eh. Kung
Oo,
tutuusin eh. It's another
Correct,
life.
oo.
It's a responsibility more than a gift.
Oo, kasi you will really spend not just money, but also time, effort.
Ano pa naman ng aso? Paalagain ng aso?
Totoo. Tuturuan mo pa yan.
Nag-alaga ako ng husky na nakakapagod. Twice a day. Kailangan ilalabas mo every day.
Diba?
Although na-appreciate ko na nakakapayat siya.
Oo, kasi wala kang choice.
Pero nakakapagod siya sobra.
True. Anyway, comments. Di ka gago. Friends should have asked you first. Hindi basta-bastang regalo ang aso. It's a responsibility. One of my friends also refrained from getting a pet after losing his Shih Tzu for 10 years. Kaya gets kita bakit ayaw mo pa mag-alaga ulit. And then sabi ni OP, thank you. And yeah, I decided talaga na wag muna ulit mag-pet since very recent nga lang din. But some of my friends are making it worse by making me look like the bad guy dahil lang sa hindi pa ako ready ulit.
Bless you.
Nakakati yung lalamunan ko. Ayun.
Tama naman. Sabi nga sa'yo, it's a big responsibility kasi to have a pet eh.
Totoo. Sabi pa dito, hindi ka gago. Pets are not gifts like material things. If we're going to be honest, she's basically saying, here's a responsibility that's going to last 10 years or more, depleting your money, time, and other resources throughout those years. And then when it goes, you'll be devastated never to be the same again. But other people simply see, here's a cute, expensive puppy. Enjoy. Actually. So, ayun. Diba?
Lalabas pa tuloy na medyo insensitive yung friend mo na nagbigay sa'yo ng expensive pet.
Oo. Kasi
Kasi-
ang tingin nila dun. Nakakaloka. Basta-basta na lang
pala,
pinapalitan.
diba? Oo. Kamamatay lang, papalitan mo agad. May grieving process pa yan.
Totoo. Kaloka sila.
It did not say how long has it been, ano? Nung nawala yung golden retriever niya.
Late last year.
It's
So, ilang buwan pa lang.
different. It's different from people eh. It's different feeling for anyone. Gaano katagal yung grieving process nila in losing a
Kasi,
pet.
sabi mo niya, 10 years? Wala naman siya
10 years
sinabi,
sa kanila yung golden retriever.
Parang wala namang nabanggit. Pero
I
yun,
didn't hear any 10 years.
yeah, in-assume ko lang. Or dito sa commenter lang yun. Sabi pa dito, walang gago, yun yung take niya. Tama ka for not accepting the pup since you're not ready yet. Maganda din namang intention ni friend. Siguro akala niya a new one could at least cheer you up. Yung mga hindi nakapag-alaga ng pets, akala nila pag namatay na bibili lang ng bago tapos okay na. I had 2 Shih Tzus before and both died of parvo. Pinakonfine ko pa sila but they did not make it. Tagal ko din iniyakan. My boyfriend then got me a new one. Ayoko sana tanggapin pero I had no choice. Wala silang pag-iiwanan and he's bound to leave again and go overseas. So I took the pup and now she'll be turning 7 years old next month. Andun na naman yung fear na hanggang kailan kaya siya sa amin. She's still alive or active, still knows her routine, maayos pa kumain but she is already blind. She sleeps more now, her walks become slower. Matanda na siya and we know we are bound for another heartbreak. For me, last ko na siya. Diba?
Very thoughtful to give the gift. Pero sana yun nga. Ask muna siya.
Oo, tsaka binigyan muna nila ng time para maka-recover yung friend nila.
Baka kala nila yung last year lang na yun is already enough for her to recover.
Last year lang, late last year. So, ilang buwan lang yun, di pa nakaisang taon.
Late last year. Okay.
Diba?
Very recent pa pala.
Oo. Diba?
Di naman yan jacket lang, pwede mo palitan.
Correct. Sabi pa dito, di ka gago. Pets are not gifts like material things. Ay, sinabi ko na pala yun. Anyway,
Yeah.
moving on. But, tapos, ano ba? Well, paano ba? Sabi ko bang gago yung friends? Medyo siguro. Or tanga. Ganun. Kasi hindi sila nag-iisip. Hindi sila nag-iisip.
Yeah, they should have asked muna kasi.
Oo, kasi I know naman na yung gift was out of good intention eh. Pero, yun nga.
Pero
Not in this case kasi.
Oo, and nag-cause siya ng sarili niyang heartache.
Totoo.
Hindi siya dapat magtampo to the extent na mag-friendship over sila.
Oo, hindi naman.
But she should have understood the part na kamamatay lang. Ba't mo palitan agad? She's not, malaki talaga yung responsibility ang mag-dog. Especially dog. Kung cat yan, pwede mo pabayaan mo lang sa loob ng bahay mo. Pero yung dog, it requires a lot of physical attention.
True. Kaya guys, pag magre-regalo kayo, magtanong muna kayo. Interviewin nyo muna. Kung gusto nyo ng surprise, interviewin nyo muna yung friend nyo. Siguro ahead of time. Para naman hindi makahalata. So,
or at least, take a hint kung yun ba talaga yung gusto ng person na
kasi
reregaluhan.
mahirap talaga. Yun talaga yung pinaka-ayoko eh. Kasi nga, I'm practicing minimalism. So, ayoko talaga kasi lumaki ako sa household talaga na medyo hoarder eh. So, ngayon, ayoko talaga magkaroon ng gamit na hindi ko talaga magagamit. Alam mo yun? Kaya, ganun it goes with gift giving. So, ayoko din na reregaluhan ako tapos hindi ko naman ma-appreciate. Hindi ko rin magagamit. Sayang kasi. So, mas maganda, sabihin mo na lang doon sa friend mo kung ano yung preference mo, ganyan. Diba? Kaya, ano na lang, libre mo na lang ako sa cafe, mag-coffee na lang tayo. Yung mga ganun lang. Kaysa yung mga gamit. So, ganun din ginagawa ko kasi ayoko naman na hindi nila ma-appreciate yung regalo ko. So, nagtatanong din ako anong kailangan nila.
True. Napaka-generous ng friend niya na yun, ano?
Actually, the friend group. Kasi, di ba, may surprise. Small party sila na sa kanya. Ginawa for
kung
her.
yung isang person lang kaya yung bumili nung dog.
Probably.
Did she say it's the best friend?
Oo. Yung best friend niya.
Yes. Okay.
Nag-surprise ng
Best
puppy.
friend mo pa? Hindi mo alam kung anong gusto ng best friend mo?
Diba?
Mali yung hula mo, best friend.
Dapat inassess mo muna.
Tayo mag-assume.
Correct. Sabi pa dito, hindi ka gago, ba't sila galit? What the fuck it's not your fault at all. Di ka pa nga tapos mag-grieve sa namayapa mong soulmate and the first thing they do is attempt to replace him. They should have at least consulted you first before buying a new puppy to be responsible for. I mean, I get that they want to express their care for you, but you're literally grieving and grieving takes time. Kasalanan niya na di siya nag-ask sa'yo before siya bumili. They have no right to be bummed out from the consequences of something they did without thinking. You are not at fault.
True. Yeah, I agree. Hindi siya gago dun. Pero, wawa naman yung dog.
Oo, sa kayo mapupunta yun.
French Bulldog. Well, parang napaka-random naman nun. Kung Golden Retriever yung pinanggalingan ng friend mo, why would you give your
Bulldog
friend a French Bulldog versus having a Golden Retriever?
Yeah.
Parang hindi masyadong napag-isipan kung anong ireregalo dito sa friend na to.
Oo, hindi. Kasi
Siyempre, magkaibang personality yun eh.
Tsaka itsura.
Itsura and personality. Kasi Golden Retriever is very yan eh. malambing na tipo ng aso. Ang French Bulldog. May French Bulldog. Medyo ano yung mukha nito eh. Napakalayo ng personality ng dalawang dogs na yan. What is the thought process behind that?
Kahit sana Shih Tzu, ganun. Yung mga talagang literal na house dog na baka kasi si OP mahilig sa fur. Yung mga fur na aso. Tapos binigyan mo ng bulldog o good luck.
Siyempre, tsaka kung mag-aalaga ka ng aso or magre-regalo ka man ng aso, depends sa personality din na gusto ng mo eh. Nung pagre-regaluhan mo yung tipo ng aso na aalagaan mo eh. Magiging responsibility for a long time.
Correct.
Hindi yung basta bili-bili ko lang ng mahal na aso porket mahal tsaka cute. Paano man siya talaga yung may gusto ng French Bulldog?
O ano?
Diba?
Maybe. Ayun.
Sa kanya na lang.
That's the story.
Okay.
Lagaan niya na lang.
Oo. Total mukhang siya naman ata may gusto na.
Nag-ano na yun. Nag-assume. Nag-judge na tayo friend.
Kasi yung layo Golden Retriever tapos biglang French Bulldog. For what?
Totoo.
For what
may point ka
reasoning?
dun. Ewan ko, hindi yata talaga pinag-isipan. Basta nakahanap lang ng, may aso. Tapos binili na lang. Ganun.
Cute. Mahal. Sige, ito din yun, di ba?
Correct.
Hindi siya magtampo dun. Lagaan na lang niya. Girl!
All right. So last story is coming from r/relationship advice PH 8 months ago. So your favorite. Relationship. Charot lang. Kasi kailan ba yun? Yung nag-comment ka. Sabi mo, my God, relationship. Ganun. Saan bang yun? Nakalimutan ko. Nakalimutan ko saang episode yun.
Parang matagal na ata. Yun,
Matagal ba yun? Like last year.
lang.
Kala mo talaga, ang tagal na natin ang ginagawa to, di ba? Kala mo taon na. Anyway, Cyril, me, 30 male, and my partner, 27 female, have been together for 10 years. I've been falling out of love for a while now, and I want to break up because there's no growth in our relationship. She was my first. We've been together for 10 years, living together for 5, and we never broken up ever once. I'm 30 now, she's 27. She's the only woman I've ever been with. I think I started falling out of love with her about 5 years ago, back when we were still living in Makati. She had a good job in finance, but she resigned after a year to pursue something related to her IT degree. I supported that. I believed in her. But 5 years have passed and not much has changed. She hasn't made meaningful progress in her career. She doesn't contribute financially. I've been carrying everything: rent, bills, even our trips. I earn a decent 6-figure salary, but it feels unfair that I'm expected to provide everything. Ayoko naman ako lang palagi gumagastos. Worse, she's picked up habits that have made our lives heavier. She eats poorly, doesn't manage our budget even when I ask, and spends most of her time watching TikTok or YouTube. When I try to talk to her about our future, she just shrugs it off and changes the topic. And yet, she's loyal. I am also loyal. She loves me, she takes care of the house, but I don't want just a housewife. I want a partner. Someone I can build something with. Someone driven, with a sense of direction. Right now, I feel like I've been more of a guardian than a boyfriend. When she's not around, I feel more grounded. I eat better, stick to routines, and feel in control. That scares me because it tells me something I've been avoiding. I opened up to her yesterday, though I opened up a lot of times even last year. I told her how I feel. She cried, said she wants to change, she wants to fight for us. But I don't know if I still have the love left to fight with. Turning 30 hit me harder than I expected. I looked at where I am and felt this sinking question. Did I waste my time? And worse, am I running out of it? Need advice. Should I try to salvage this even if my feelings are mostly gone? Or should I ask for space even though she says she wants to try? I don't want to lead her on, but I also don't want to make decision I'll regret.
Ayun na naman tayo eh.
Ano?
Falling out of love after so many years. I think that's normal eh. Yung
Explain.
nanay tatay ko nga eh. Kasi nga may walang option dati. Ngayon may option. So, it's easier to leave the relationship and not, stick by it. Pero nung mga time ng parents natin, they don't have other choice but to stick by it through the years. Kahit na, in the long run, halos wala na masyadong ganong feelings.
True.
Tsaka-
Curious lang ako bakit niya pinatagal kung 5 years ago pa lang he's already falling out of love. 5 years ago. Diba? Ang tagal nun.
Well, tsaka yung part na sinasabi niya na gusto niya, yung ayaw niya yung part na siya lang yung, parang unfair sa kanya na siya lang yung gumagastos. I don't think he has to say that because if he plans to build a future, that's his, dapat as a man, ikaw dapat yung ang mindset mo dapat ikaw yung pinaka main provider.
Yeah, but
Naghahanap
not
ka talaga ng
100%.
No,
At least for me,
that
not
mindset.
100%.
That
Kasi-
mindset, parang sa akin medyo tagalig sa akin yung mindset na yun eh.
Doon tayo nagkakaiba kasi, ano bang ano mo? Like, you want the guy to 100% provide?
At least he's the main provider. Yung kung gusto niyang kumikita rin yung other half niya. Sure, but not to the extent na i-expect mo dapat may bigay din siya na monetary. Kasi halimbawa, how ko explain to? Sa isang bahay, yung lalaki provider. Pag kayo nagkaanak, ang may sole responsibility ng bahay mo at ng anak mo, most of the time, sa girl, yung responsibility. Do you really
Yeah.
expect the girl to be the mom, the provider at the same time? Taglinis ng everything sa household mo. Tapos, medyo yung train of thought ko para explain. Pero para sa akin, bubuo ka ng pamilya. Dapat ang train of thought is that may bigay man si girl o wala, you are still the main provider. Hindi yung nag-expect ka na mag-excel din siya pagdating sa trabaho na dapat yung thought na oo nga naman, kaya siguro na fall out of love siya kasi parang walang direction si girl.
True.
But yung part na lang yun na parang na-expect niya na gusto niya dalawa sila, hati sila sa gastusin. Siguro maybe doon sa financial part lang yung inaano ko na mindset.
Sa akin
Diba?
naman, realistically, wala pa naman silang anak. So, they've been living together for 5 years. Tapos, he said here na she takes care of the house. I'm not sure kung 100% she's taking care of the house, like everything. Or may ginagawa rin naman siya. So, ang sa akin, kasi sabi niya dito, siya daw lahat talaga as in rent bills, even the trips. So, saan napupunta yung pera ni girl kung nag-work
Yeah.
din siya? So, ibig sabihin, libre siya sa lahat, tapos siya lang yung dun sa bahay. Kasi wala pa naman silang anak eh. So, ano lang bang gagawin mo? So, yun naman yung sa akin. Pero syempre,
He said, she has a job, but she doesn't manage budget.
oo, she doesn't
She-
manage our budget even when I ask. Tapos,
Tsaka she
she
eats poorly.
she eats poorly. She spends most of her time watching TikTok or YouTube. So, she has a lot of time, basically.
She seems to be very unmotivated I think is what he's going for.
When I tried to talk to her about our future, she just shrugs it off and changes the topic. So, yun. Siguro nagpatong-patong na lang siguro. Kasama na dun yung sa finances. Pero kasi kung sa akin, ang mindset ko naman kasi, if they're living together, yes, may portion na mag-shell out yung girl. Kasi ako gagawin ko talaga, mag-shell out ako. Not 100, like 100%, like 50-50 talagang sakto talaga lahat. Pero mag-share. Pero malaki pa ring percentage nun is galing dun sa guy. And then, of course, if you guys decided to marry and have kids, that may switch. Pwedeng si guy na yung 100% sa financial kasi ikaw na sa lahat sa bahay plus the kids, Pero in this scenario, I would say, yun nga, na dapat din meron din siyang share at least sa finances. Siguro kahit onti lang sa bills kasi dito sinasabi ni guy na wala talaga, as in zero talaga.
Zero. So that's the difference.
Oh, kasi sabi niya even
Tama
our
naman.
trips.
Wala pa naman silang anak. So,
So ibig sabihin pag
yeah,
nag-out of town sila, gumagala sila, si guy din yung nagagastos.
most likely. Baka.
So,
If they ever
yun nga.
go out.
kasi kung ako yung guy, hindi rin ako matutuwa. Hindi na ako matutuwa pag ganun na yung jowa ko. Parang ako na lahat. Ginawa mo na akong hindi pa nga tayo kasal. Ako na lahat.
Wala pa
yun?
nga kayong anak di ba?
Correct. Diba?
Siguro,
So-
parang ang tingin ko lang dito kay girl is that she's very unmotivated na person. Kaya, kung ako man yung lalaki, parang it's unattractive for me.
It is.
For-
Kaya
for you
understandable
to-
na.
Na mawala yung niya, yung attraction niya dun sa girl. Pero dun nga, yung pinanggagalingan ko is yung relationships that lasts for long. I just think I think very rare yung type na may karelasyon ka for a very long time and andun pa rin yung yung attraction mo until tumanda kayo. Very rare, I think, is that situation.
Yeah, maybe.
But what I'm thinking is that for the most of the generation of our parents, since wala nga silang ibang option, is I'm pretty sure a lot of them, attraction nila has been downtrended for a very long time. Magkakasama pa rin sila even though that is the trend of their relationship. It's just sad for me to think na today, once na na-realize mo na parang bumaba na yung attraction mo. Tapos, today, marami ka ng option. So, iwan mo na lang pag ayaw mo na, diba? Ang sad
Saka
lang.
yung ko dito, sana, una pa lang, bago sila mag-live-in, pinag-usapan nila kung anong setup. Kasi, baka
Oo.
naman, nung nag-live-in sila, talagang siya na yung nagbayad ng lahat ever since. Baka nangyari, tendency tuloy, akala nung girl, ganun na ang setup forever. Tapos ito naman si guy, hindi naman nagsasabi. Tapos, habang tumatagal, hindi niya pala gusto yung ganun na siya lahat. Kasi dapat pinag-uusapan yan Yung pag-live-in, hindi kasi siya basta-basta Pinag-uusapan nyo dapat muna kung anong setup nyo pag nag-live-in kayo. Kasi yung property, hindi lang naman isang may-ari yung dalawa kayo. Dalawa kayong nag-share doon. Dalawa kayong gumagamit. So,
And
paano
the
setup nyo?
live-in started 5 years ago. Is that how it was?
Oh,
Tama.
living together for 5, sabi.
She used to have a good job in finance is what he said. And then she resigned to go for
After a
IT
year.
in the past year. In the
Oo.
recent past year is what I gathered. So, it seems to me na when she had a good job in finance, she's probably sharing. Baka naman kasi, since sobrang sanay na sila sa isa't isa, parang nasanay na lang si girl na since bumaba na yung income niya from going for IT, is that laging ng shoulder ni guy. And then
Walang
nasanay na siya.
sinabi dito Kasi sabi lang niya, but 5 years have passed, which is they started living together, diba? 5 years. And not much has changed. She hasn't made meaningful progress in her career. She doesn't contribute financially. So, I assume
In
ever
that
since.
total 5 years. If you read it that way, it would be as if hindi talaga siya nagbigay
Oo.
for that
Never
5
talaga.
years. So, freeloader lang doon si ate.
Oo, diba?
From the beginning. Baka naman, she's not. Baka may nakatago dyan sa comments.
Let's see. Sabi dito, sabi niya she wants to change. Maybe give her time to change. Communicate what you want sa relationship. If hindi pa rin magbago and you don't get your needs met, then it's time to move on. Sabi ni OP. Actually, I already told her this like last year. Then, she would end up crying and sinusuntok niya sarili niya kaya nagigilty ako and always say sorry. Though, realistic naman ba yung expectation ko or I'm selfish? Ganda lang kasi momentum ko in life but she keeps dragging me down and I feel stuck. Sabi ni commenter, I'm a girl and you have very realistic expectations. You want to grow together You will continue being unhappy and grow resentful if di siya magbabago at mukhang di siya magbabago. Partners kayo Di ka naman nag-offer sa kanya ng, SD, SB, ano yun? What the fuck is that? Or breadwinner husband, trophy, wife na buhay. Kaya di mo naman din siya niloko. Kahit naman ako na babae, ganyan yung lalaki, magiging unhappy din ako. Maybe it's time to break free. Sabi ni OB, yeah, thanks for the advice. I appreciate it.
To think of it, they are still young. They still have time to find the right person for them. Kasi parang it looks like hindi sila nagja-jive na Kasi masyadong kampante na si girl.
Parang,
Na
hindi
laging
nakikita
nandyan
ko
si guy. Masyado siyang relax to take action dun sa in-expect ni guy. And si guy, nawawalan ng gana because she does not seem to be, he's not being inspired by this girl's current situation.
Yeah. Ako kasi I always think to put myself on the other person's shoe. Kasi kung ako yung guy, ayoko rin talaga ng ganun. So, I don't want to be a burden din dun sa partner ko. Tapos, ano pa ba? Sabi dito, don't waste her time too, OP. 27 na siya. If you can't be with her for the rest of her life, then let her go. Give her the chance to find a new life and a partner kasi nag-expire ang ang key tol. Kagaya ng ex-boyfriend ko for 10 years din. Hindi na daw niya ako mahal kaya kinonfront niya ako. Buti at 25 pa lang ako noon and nakabangon pa ulit. Also para din sa'yo, free yourself, isa lang buhay natin para maging malungkot. Choose your peace and joy. May choice ka na. And then sabi ni OP, first of all, magsasorry na ako. Sorry for ranting, really sorry. Just need to get it off my chest. I mean, why am I the one wasting her time? It's not my fault if mag-expire siya. Hindi nga niya pinakitang mag-e-effort siya for the future. Ako lahat nag-shoulder, ganon. Marriage, child, her mother's hospital bills. And isa pa is overweight, pa-obese na nga siya. Whilst ako, na-maintain ko yung good fit pa rin ako. Pati yung health fitness, di pa niya nagawa. We both entered fit into the relationship. Always satisfied pa siya tuwing nag-intercourse kami. And also, she wants to have a church wedding. Whilst ako, okay lang civil. Then, in-expect niya ako lahat. I didn't waste any of her time. She wasted mine. But yeah, I get your point na I should end it because she also has an expiration. Anyway, sorry again. Habit ang hugot ni kuya, no? Pero, gets ko naman.
Yung point lang naman ni commenter is that may expiration date si girl. Pero
Actually,
yun nga, looking at their age, they still have the time from the looks of it. Kasi yung mga guys, yung mga lalaki, yung mga time nila na marrying age nila is 30 and up eh. So he's still there. Si girl naman, 27. Kung iiwanan mo siya ngayon, makakabawi pa siya at that age.
sabi ba ni commenter, siguro masyado kang maprotekta sa feelings ng ibang tao. Parang naipon na yung mga hinanakit mo. Naintindihan kita, OP, kaya need mo na talaga i-let go. Kung ano man reason mo, ba't di mo pa siya hinihiwalayan kahit 5 years ka nang na-fall out of love, dapat ma-figure out mo na yan. Super dependent na sa'yo financially kahit di pa kayo kasal, which is odd naman talaga. Alam mo bakit ganyan siya? Kasi nandyan ka. And don't say sorry, wala ka namang kasalanan. Sabi ni OP, yeah, it was very hard for me to let go. Mabilis kasi ako maawa for others, but not for myself. Hirap lang, nag-let go ako 3 to 4 days ago, pero nag-request siya na 1 month muna siya magstay with me. Medyo malayo kasi siya, need pa bumahe. Then, medyo up and down kami. Minsan, nag-bring back yung sweet memories, then maging okay kami for a bit, then wala na naman. I'm just really burned out from her, but at that time, I care due to pity, maybe. I don't know, parang magiging roller coaster ride itong 1 month stay niya, but dapat pumayag ba ako? Mali yatang pumayag ako. Ay, ang hirap maging too kind, sabi niya.
Pero yung part na, ito yung case ng guy na no. Kasi yung story natin before, si girl yung nadadrag down sa relationship ng guy.
O kasi
Ito
ate
yung
girl naman
case
may
ng-
kaya.
Oo. Ito naman case ng guy na to, siya naman yung may case na siya yung nadadrag down dun sa relationship. So, I think he feels that way na imbis na umaangat sila nahihila pa siya pababa, then maybe it is time to let go nga talaga.
Sabi pa dito nung isa, as someone who's 30 female and in almost 11 years relationship, I say if you don't love her anymore and you don't see that things are going well anymore, let go na. You both wasted your time and that's for sure. So don't waste any more of the time you have left. If you think you already properly communicated everything to her, said and laid it out for her to know and still nothing, then stop. I understand you, OP, but reading on your comments here, I do not also fully like the way you sound. But that's just me. I don't know you personally, so who am I to judge? It's kind of off-putting lang to call someone you love or used to love some hurtful descriptions of her, like minimizing her into the person she became. But yeah, but in all, I believe naman, alam mo na yung gusto mong gawin. And I think even before writing this, you already made the decision. You just haven't admitted it to yourself fully yet. Sabi ni
Yeah.
OP. Yeah, sorry if nagrarant ako about sa kanya dito. 5 years ko yung tinitiis na ganun siya eh. Always mamaya and ginagawa ko naman. And laging last minute gagalaw sa lahat. Parang ngayong nakipaghiwalay ako, sobra ngayon ng paggagalaw, which is a red flag. Not just in relationships. What if ganyan, ma-adapt ng child ko, mga ganon. But yeah, nawalan na ako ng feelings talaga or more like burnout. The breakup didn't even feel like anything. Just time to rest and have a peace of mind. Heist. Yeah, see, I think masyado na siyang naging kampante, yung babae,
Yeah.
with their situation. Kasi now na nakikipaghiwalay si kuya mo, saka siya nag-effort.
Well, yes. Pero napapaisip lang din ako, no? I think that at some point in my, sabihin natin, on my parents' life, dumating yung part na yun na na-fall out of love sila. But they still stick to it together. Pero I guess kasi because may mga anak na sila. Pero since wala pa silang anak, itong Poopy na to, and they are still at their right age, or a young age, I think it's time, as early as you can, to decide whether do you really want to stick by it pa or i-let go mo na.
Yeah. So, may mga sinasabi si OP dito na naging prank ka naman daw siya dun sa girlfriend niya 3 years ago. Pero yun nga, parang ang laging reaction kasi ni ate girl is sinasaktan niya yung sarili niya. So, ang reaction nito ni guys, naawa siya. So, parang sabi niya dito, may comment kasi dito sinasabi niya na kasalanan niya rin kasi na-spoiled niya. Kasi si ate girl, independent naman daw siya before they move in together. So, after that daw, yun na. Nagbibigay daw siya ng deadlines. Kasi nga sinasabi niya, kina-communicate niya yung sarili niya. Hanggang sa, 5 years na pala yung nakalipas at 30 years old na siya. So,
I guess the takeaway here is that even if mag-live-in kayo ng karelasyon mo, is that still be independent or retain being independent. Kasi if umabot ka na sa point na masyado ka ng dependent sa kasama mo, dun na nagkakaroon ng risk for leniency. Ito na, kampante na si ate na this is it, this is forever. Pero hindi pala.
Oo, kasi you have to think about it. Like, nagkakilala kayo, you're both independent. And that's basically the main reason as to why he got, or I don't know, both of you got interested dun sa other person, diba? Kasi you see the drive in them na independent sila or whatever, and you think that kind of mindset or personality would fit your own. Tapos, nung nag-live-in kayo, biglang nagbago. Tsaka isa pa, you have to think about the future as well. Kasi hindi pa naman kayo kasal. Actually, even kasal nga, naghiwalay pa rin diba? So, you always have to have that mindset na meron at meron kang babalikan na you're capable financially. Worst comes to worst, diba? Maghiwalay kayo or whatnot. Meron kang backup plan.
So, never lose the independence. This is the takeaway.
Especially nowadays. Kasi mahirap. Iba talaga pag magkaiba na kayo ng mindset or ng gusto sa buhay. Then talaga lalabas yung conflict.
Pag wala pa kayong anak, maybe it's still safe to say that.
Oo, pero yun nga, kahit naman may anak hindi rin man naghiwalay pa rin. So,
well, now at this at this era. Pero kasi yung yung utak ko, dun pa rin still nagwa-wonder dun sa era ng parents natin. Na for sure at a certain time of their life is nag-die down na yung romantic level nila sa isa't isa. And that for sure, there came a time na hindi na sila attracted sa isa't isa. But they still stick to it together hanggang tumanda sila. But there's a factor of children already in that sense.
Totoo naman.
Well, ito, while hindi pa sila, wala pa silang anak, and they're still young,
yes,
break it off if you think it's not worth it anymore. Para
kasi
hindi madagdagan yung sasayangin yung oras.
Oo. Kasi kung hindi ka naman masaya, bakit magdadagdag ka pa ng another year, another month? Nadadanasin mo yung ganong sadness or dissatisfaction sa relationship.
So yun yung naramdaman ni Kuya When he's alone, he feels more grounded. So he feels more at ease when he's alone. That's a dangerous feeling in a relationship. If feeling mo, you don't want the other person around anymore because naihihila ka lang paatras in life rather than moving forward. Diba?
May commenter dito nagsabi, do you see yourself with someone na pag may conflict kayo ay sasaktan ng sarili niya to threaten you? And then, sabi niya, share ko lang. Ang ex ko, 28 male. Sinapak niya sarili niya. Sabi ko, huwag kang huminto dapat pagbalik ko, duguan na yung mukha mo. For the show lang yan nila, sabi niya. Oo, may mga ganun tao nung parang hiwalayan ka, sasaktan mo yung sarili mo para, i-guilt trip yung tao, maawa sa'yo.
For me, that's, immaturity
Sobra.
pa. Immaturity pa yung, na yan, ganyang mindset. They still need growing up. Yung mga ganyang tipong person.
True.
Papakamatay ako. Calm na. Ganun.
O, diba? Yung mga ganun. May mga lalaki rin na ganun eh. Pag hiniwala yung papakamatay daw.
Hindi lang lalaki. Girl, may ganun din na girl.
Oo, meron yan. Hindi ko gets yun.
Di majority nga. It's easy to say that. Kadramahan lang yan most of the time.
Oo. Kasi
Paawa ba?
hindi naman nila yung kayang gawin sa sarili nila talaga eh. I mean, mostly sa kanila.
Except the suicidal people.
Except yan.
But of
Naalala
course,
ko na
syempre, you still have to be sensitive with those kinds of Kasi baka nga naman Pero kung historically, wala namang suicidal attempts. Go. Drama lang yan. Kung
Ano ba?
kung meron talaga. You need to gauge kung merong suicidal potential.
Totoo. Parang yung ex ko. Puro drama.
Sino dun?
Eh, naman tayo sa question mo yan. Sino dun? Charot.
Which one?
I'm
Yung
happier now. I'd rather be fucking single
Yeah.
than be in that kind of relationship again.
There. Do we
Yes.
want to wrap it up?
Wrap it up.
Let's wrap up. Okay. And that is it for today's Reddit stories. If you enjoyed hanging out with us, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss the next round of our Reddit stories. Got your own story? Drop it on the comments and send it to us, and we might just read it on the next episode. So,
Until next time, stay warm, stay tropical, and as always, bye friend.
bye, friend.